It's a Tuesday morning, a chilly Tuesday morning in Melbourne. Here with Mark Bean. Mark, welcome. How are you?
Hello, Simon. Very good.
That's the way. Mate, we're here to talk about your role that we're hiring for, talk a bit about Marnco for people who don't know about the business. Thought good chance for us to talk about that, talk about the role, why the role exists, and kind of what you see the role accomplishing and how it's going to work with you. So I thought this would be a good conversation to have.
So,
Did you want to give us a bit of an overview about Marnco history
yep.
and what you actually do?
So we're a fertilizer importer distributor in Australia and New Zealand. We've
Mhm.
been in New Zealand for 2 years now,
Yep.
and we just turned 7. So in that time, we've had sort of exceptional growth.
Yep.
We've sort of got, especially in the past few years, where we've gone from 2 people to 20 people. And it's just been a amazing growth story. And now we're sort of, we're recalibrating and just making sure our foundations are set for the next bit of growth that we're envisaging.
Nice. And just spoiler alert to anyone watching, we are in the same office. I'm in your office right now, just in separate rooms. So this doesn't feel too awkward. 20 people in the business, gone through some huge growth. And now we're, as you said, sort of doing some solidifying, and we're hiring this role that we're calling a technical consultant. We can pretty much call it what we want, to really sort of start, I guess, use technology to look at ways to find some efficiencies, some innovation, and then sort of setting up for the future. Is that a fair sort of reflection of where you see this role?
Definitely. And I think there's so many manual processes that we do currently that
Mm-hmm.
we'd like to automate, that we
Mm-hmm.
know can be automated.
Yeah.
But it's we're just time poor.
Mm.
So a lot of things, sort of low hanging fruit that we'd like to tackle.
Mm-hmm.
We've tried to, and then we get caught up answering the phone or doing
Yeah.
things. And this role's to really help us with that.
Mm-hmm.
But we're also really conscious of the fact that we've got an end goal of I guess working really efficiently.
Mm-hmm.
And we're looking at, maybe we go completely in a dynamics environment, maybe it's a SAP environment,
Mm-hmm.
but that's we have to do a lot of due diligence to work out the correct way to go. But there's a lot of efficiencies we could gain in the interim. So this is to really work with someone to assist us with that roadmap.
Yeah.
Find efficiencies now, but also help guide us towards where we could go in the future
Yeah.
as well.
And I know one of our early conversations as well, you talked about some innovation, perhaps using things like AI or some bespoke apps to deliver some better services to customers as well. So I kind of see this role almost having these three sort of key elements of helping find some real efficiencies now, some innovation around the things that you're delivering to customers, but then also sort of the setting up for the future as well. From a customer perspective, what are some of the things that you've been sort of thinking about? Oh, yeah, I wonder if we could do this, or we know
Um,
customers are crying out for X, Y,
I
Z.
it just feels like the world's your oyster right
Mm,
now. We use a cloud execution software that has
mhm.
an API that we could tap into. So
Right.
the foundation of the business is two parties contracting.
Mm,
Now, if we could, we have to go into the system and add that contract.
mhm.
But if we could have a platform where our salespeople could be out in the field and with a bespoke app, create
Mm,
an app where that bespoke app pushes the contract to the system, that's a huge efficiency we'd
mm,
see.
mm.
With ChatGPT or OpenAI, we could link that to the contracting system where a bot could do the contracting. Anything, in my research that I think is possible is
Mm.
seemingly doable now,
Okay.
which I don't think is something we've been able to say up until
Mm,
now. But really anything that I've pondered or thought about is possible. So it's
mm,
really finding a partner to understand our systems and I
mm.
guess our tech stack,
Yeah.
understand what they contribute to the business, and then how we can sort of get all of those items or platforms in our tech stack to work together.
Yeah.
But I'm yet to see anything in my investigations that is not possible.
Right.
I
And so
mean,
it sounds like
within the realm of selling fertilizer
yeah.
and delivering the fertilizer.
Yeah. So it sounds like you've got a real appetite for embracing technology to do a whole bunch of things better, but also look at some new things you could do as well.
Correct. I mean, it's just phenomenal what's out there. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, immediately we set up an automation where, there's a myriad of fertilizer reports that come out.
Mm-hmm.
We've got to, we send those reports to OpenAI, where it'll read the reports, it'll do a summary for WhatsApp, and
Mm-hmm.
then we copy and paste it and like, put it into WhatsApp. Obviously, the next step is to automate it. That goes through Twilio and sends it out to people. But we just haven't had the bandwidth to do it. But I just can't reiterate that I don't think anything's impossible now.
Yeah,
So it's just a
nice.
fantastic, opportunity for
Yeah.
us and the prospect.
Mm. And I think for someone potentially coming into this role, there's a chance for them to get their hands dirty in a whole bunch of things, deliver some real value to the business, but then also think about things like innovation, and then make, I guess, recommendations to you and the leadership group about what is and isn't possible, and perhaps the things that they should be thinking of immediately.
No, I mean, exactly. We need that guru to
Mm,
give us direction. And I guess, we had this chat before, but are we handling data securely? Are
mm,
we doing it, in an efficient manner? Is
mm,
this sort of, if we do pivot to SAP or Dynamics,
mm.
is there still utility in what we're doing? So,
Yeah,
it's someone to take the charge of that
yeah, brilliant.
or lead
Um,
the charge.
and headquarters is based here in Melbourne. You're open to people being sort of flexible on how many days in the office they need to be in, and that sort of thing.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, our staff is about 3 days a week.
Yeah.
But we're negotiable as well.
Yeah, perfect. Sounds like an interesting opportunity for somebody. Mate, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you, Simon.
Cheers, mate.